In 1946, an 8-year-old girl was swimming in a state park when she suddenly vanished from her father's eyesight. After an extensive search and rescue operation of the water and woods, the girl could not be found and was assumed to be dead. A week later, 7 birds-eye miles away, or a 30-mile hike, the girl was found alive in a cave, still in her swimming costume and barefoot. What happened? Let's find out more in this video, and please subscribe, thank you. On the 14th of June, 1946, Catherine Van Aarst, an 8-year-old girl, went to Devil's Den State Park in Arkansas, with her father and 2 brothers. The park was a hotbed for tourists, and located near West Fork, containing 2,500 acres of wilderness. Families would come here for an array of activities, such as hiking, camping, picnics, and horse riding, and often explore the landscape for caves, shelters, and fossils. On this day, Catherine was goofing around in a creek near the family's campsite, whilst her father and 2 brothers were fishing very close by. Her vigilant father kept a close eye on Catherine whilst he also attended to his son's fishing. It is alleged that Catherine's father looked away from her for a split second, turned back round, and saw she was no longer there. Without a yell for help, or sign of a struggle, Catherine's father assumed that she must have returned to their camp, which was a spit throw away, but to his distress, young Catherine was not there, and obtained zero response when he called out for her. Catherine's father and her 2 brothers began frantically searching for her, but eventually had to call in park officials to perform a large-scale search. A rescue team searched for miles in and around the creek area, the woodlands, caves, and trails, but Catherine could not be found. Every moment that passed was critical to find the missing 8-year-old girl in barefoot, wearing only a swimming costume. With the assistance of volunteers, the rescue operation continued, but Catherine still could not be found. Approaching the end of day 6 of the search, a team of volunteers were scanning the forest, when they crossed paths with an eerie-looking cave, and went inside to check for Catherine on the off chance she had taken shelter. As they approached the cave, they were shocked at what they saw. 8-year-old Catherine Van Aarst was casually waving at them. Catherine remained without any footwear, and in her swimming costume. The volunteers reported that she was spookily calm, and appeared not to be fazed by what had happened. It was like she was in a severe daze or trance, and sent chills down the volunteers' spines when Catherine said, "Here I am." The cave at which Catherine was found was not just 7 straight miles away, but was 600 feet higher than her place of disappearance, and to have gotten there on foot would have been a 30-plus mile hike, meandering around rugged terrain. In essence, to have made it this far away from the creek through such steep and thick forest, with no footwear, food, or navigation instruments, as an 8-year-old girl wearing only a swimsuit, and being found alive 6 days later, following cold temperatures at night, was pushing the boundaries of impossible. Although Catherine's feet were particularly swollen as you would have expected, and was also caked in insect bites, she was ultimately fine barring signs of undernourishment. The cave that Catherine was found in also contained a freshwater spring. Aircraft and sniffer dogs had previously searched this area for Catherine, but to no avail, which further added to the mind-blowing circumstances of her disappearance. This is only the beginning of the strangeness surrounding this reappearance. Unexplained disappearances in North America are not that uncommon, but reappearances are memorably rare. Catherine claims to have no knowledge on the 6 days she was missing, apart from eating some berries to stay alive, then waking up in the cave. The area Catherine would have passed through is notorious for poisonous berries, yet with no outdoor experience, Catherine somehow knew which ones she could eat. Catherine also alleges that she couldn't find her family's campsite, despite being right next to it, and that when she called out to rescuers looking for her, they didn't hear her. Another scary part of this story is that Catherine claims she saw the sniffer dogs, but she was too afraid of them to introduce herself. This incident has naturally led to wild explanations, ranging from Catherine being away from her family by a sick individual with ill intent, to unexplained forces such as a UFO, as this particular area was once terrifying due to spirits and local tribes. Most of their theories have been rejected or debunked, and so, the question remains, how did an 8-year-old girl in a swimsuit with no shoes, no food, no survival skills, vanish from a creek next to her camp, only to be discovered 6 days later, alive and well in a cave over 30 hiking miles away? Do you have a theory? If so, please let me know in the comments, and please subscribe, thank you.